He has spent most of his life battling America's enemies in the Middle East and fires in Shreveport, Louisiana. Now, Mark Allen faces maybe his biggest challenge, brain cancer. He's tonight's hometown patriot.
You remember when they would play the national anthem at the end of the broadcast on the day when, and then it would go into snow and you couldn't see anything? I'm pretty sure my dad made me stand up and put my hand over the heart while the TV was going.
There is a reason Speaker of the House Mike Johnson calls him Captain America. Mark Allen looks the part, talks the part, and most importantly, lives the part. Just ask his wife.
We run into people all the time, whether it be a fire department, military, whomever, and they always tell me, you have no idea how much influence Mark has had on them and, how much they respect him.
Mark was born into it.
Yeah, my dad spent 37 years in the military. My oldest brother did 36, 37. My middle brother, he ended up retiring as a major.
Mark did 28 years in the National Guard, deployed to Iraq in 2003. Was in charge of moving M1 Abrams tanks and the Bradley fighting vehicles. A huge job, commanding 270 troops.
I made sure that the beans and bullets got to the guys that they needed to do their job. I'm proud of my service. I'm proud of how what we attempted to do. I definitely remember seeing people, Iraqi people and little kids and stuff, giving flowers to United States military. A lot of prayers for me, because every time they walked out of that compound and went to do a mission, I knew that their chances of survival were a lot less.
Mark also spent another 20 plus years on the Shreveport Fire Department. He was forced to retire when a tumor was discovered in his brain.
We're gonna fight, and not fighting with my fist, but fighting on my knees.
The cancer is in remission now, but doctors say, but for a miracle from God, it's only a matter of time.
You can literally have a heart attack while we're sitting in this classroom and die. Time is so short.
And yet, there he is, Captain America, teaching Sunday school, talking about time.
Whether your spouse or your kids or what, they spell love T-I-M-E. Not L-O-V-E, they spell love T-I-M-E. I sure would like to see a grandbaby one day. I sure would like to see my son and my daughter get married.
I'm really proud of him, how he's handled it all, of course, but I'm not planning on doing this life without him, so he's not going anywhere.
God gave us light for another day to be thankful. Every day is a gift, every day. The fact that you have the chance to live in the United States, the fact that you can get a Bible, you can stand on a corner and read it, the fact that you can buy a firearm, the fact that you can say anything and do anything, that is free. There's nowhere else in the world that it's like this.
If you'd like to nominate a hometown patriot, go to ktbs.com/hometownpatriot or send an email to hometownpatriot@ktbs.com. The weather has been pleasant, even though a little windy at times, but when will the rain come back? Find out after the break in your weather forecast with Caroline, and we continue to celebrate